Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today you join me down at the storage yard and it's another Sunday tinkering. But it's a Sunday tinkering with just one theme mainly, and that is how do we get the dirt and out of crevices and inside blinds and places like that which are difficult to use a tool. So today I'm going to show you. It's been kindly sponsored by Wolfbox, which is a company that make the Megaflow, which is a handheld blower. I'll show it you now. This is it. This is the Megaflow 200. Now, when they did ask me, I jumped at the chance because I had some really good ideas for it. But not only that, I actually own the Megaflow 50, which is its smaller sibling. And I use this at home, mainly for the computer and things like that. So I sat down and I worked out some tinkering ideas that you can use this and you can keep your caravan in tip-top condition. Let's go inside and I'll unbox it first of all and we'll show you what you can use it for. Now, just before we unbox the Wolfbox Megaflow 200, what is it and what use would it be for us? Well, I've used a similar one. In fact, here it is. This is the Wolfbox Megaflow 50. And I've had this for quite a while. My son bought one to use on his computer. And I was so impressed with it, I went out and bought myself one. But this is not as powerful as the one I'm going to show you today. And I've used this at the Caravan and I've used it at home as well. So this is why I'm talking to you today about it. Without further ado, let's get it out of the box, which incidentally is very well made and very strong. So the first thing we get is a user manual, which is really handy. Then we have a little chart showing you what all the buttons and lights do in relation to the operation of the Megaflow 200. Then we have the device itself, and this is really well packaged. We have 3 optional cones here and one that fits as standard when it's packaged. So let's take it out of the box now. We're just going to put this on one side for a moment and I'll get the rest out and I'll explain those in a moment. So we also have a little box here, and this box contains a USB charging cable, which is USB-C to USB-A. It comes with 2 brushes, a soft brush and a stiffer brush for detailing when you're using the blower. And it also comes with this handy carry case to protect it and keep it clean when you're not using it. So let's take a look at the Megaflow 200 itself. Now, first of all, it is 18 centimeters in height, and this section here to here without the air cones on is 7 centimeters. We have a rubber grip on either side to help you keep hold of it when you're using it. On this side we have the on-off button, and if you press and hold it, it will light up with 3 blue LED lights. Now, in order to change the strength of this, because it is quite powerful, we're on full blast at the moment, if you will. If I press it once, it will reduce it further and then further again, and if I press it one more time, it goes back to full strength. Now, to switch the device off, you press and hold, all the lights go out and it's switched off. Let's switch it back on again. Okay, so at the bottom here we have the battery itself, and here we have a battery release. Now, at the moment it is showing 4 bright LED lights in blue, which tells you that it's fully charged. Now, to charge it, the USB-C port is on the edge here. You plug that in and it charges it up. Now, it takes about an hour from flat, and depending on how much use you have with this, it can last quite a while, over 2 hours. Now, on this side here we have, that's the output for the fan, and this is the trigger. So if I just get the cone, the original one, and I'll just put that on like so, and we press it. Now it's a press and hold device this, so you have to press and continue to press while you're using it. Okay, now it does come with 3 extra cones, as I did show you briefly a moment ago, so I'm going to show you how you change them out. What you do is you twist it anti-clockwise to release the cone. Now this is my preferred one because I like the fact that it can get into all the nooks and crannies, and to fit it you just twist it clockwise and it's fitted. Then we've got one with a slightly wider cone on, and then we've got a flat edge one as well, which we can twist on like so. Now, going back to my favourite, there we go. Now with the battery itself, I did mention, I'll just switch it off, that it is rechargeable. Now this is a battery release, so you press that down and then you pull, it's quite stiff, and you can remove the battery. Now you can purchase additional ones, which I do have here for you, so we now have 2. So if you've got some really big jobs on that you need it, I tend to use it to clean all my power tools out when they're full of dust, like my circular saw, chop saw, all that kind of thing, and it does a really good job. But going back to what I was saying, you can actually charge these with the USB-C standalone. You don't have to have it connected to the device. So it's a good option to have a spare as well. Now this is the Megaflow 200B. So put the battery back on. It can only go on one way. Now I'm going to show you a few ideas of how to use this around the caravan, and then explain a few that I use around the house like I've already done with the power tools. So let's get on with it. Now one area I find really frustrating sometimes is in this section here by the threshold. Gets covered in gunk in there, and it's a pain, so it's great for using that with a stiff brush. Here. So using the crevice tool like I've just done, I've managed to clean all the crud out of there, and it looks a lot more presentable and it's clean. Now another area that I like to use it with is this pocket here that's in the door. You can't pull it off because it's fixed in, and it's a pain in the backside to actually clean. So I like to just stick the nozzle inside here like this and just give it a blast. Now another great place to actually use the Wolfbox air blower is actually inside here behind your fridge grills. You get a lot of muck and dust and cobwebs despite it having the guard on. The spiders still get in, and if they get into the igniter and create a mess in there, it could cause a fire. So just blowing it out like that, keep on top of it, you're going to keep all the cobwebs at bay, and it'll reduce the risk of fire at the back. Now over several tinkering videos, people have asked me, how do you get these fly screens in your skylights clean and free from dust and debris? And I've never really come up with a solution to it up until now, and that is I use this. I set it on 2. I open my skylight, close my net, and then I just gently blow. Now, don't set it on anything higher because you could cause damage to this because they are quite fragile. But just on setting 2, it's perfect, and you're going to get a dust-free skylight. But remember, make sure your skylight's open before you use it. And of course, it's the same principle for the actual blind itself. The next thing is these MPK sunroof skylights. They're a nuisance. Now that's got a lot of it out. It can get into these actual recesses here and give it a good blow and clean out. It saves you having to strip it all the time. It's only when it's really, really dirty do you need to strip it to clean it. Well folks, that was the Wolfbox Megaflow 200. I think you'll agree there's quite a few uses for this around the caravan. You can also use it in your workshop as well if you've got power tools like me and they're covered in dust after you've done a job and sawdust. This will blow it all away, keep them all clean and prolong the life as well. Now I do have the 50, as I said before. This is great. It's ideal really for domestic use, as in computers and things like that. I wouldn't recommend it perhaps for the caravan, but the 200 I would recommend. If you've got lots of jobs to do, I recommend getting the replacement battery. But if you don't, but you need one at a later date, you can always do that and change it out. But yeah, the various attachments I like, and the variable speed I like as well. So it's an all-around great little tool this, and it's handy to have around in your toolkit when you're doing some tinkering in the caravan or you're just doing some cleaning as well. I will leave a link to Wolfbox's website for you so you can check it out for yourself. They are available on Amazon as well, and if I can find a link I will put that to it as well. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Wolfbox for allowing me to review this product free of charge. Bye for now.